Hello, welcome to my review channel. If you enjoy the content, remember to hit like and subscribe so you won't miss any videos. Today we continue with the series I Love Demon Venerable and My Female Apprentices Want to Kill Me, Chapter 16. The soft glow of pale golden lanterns casts shadows on the elegant wooden bed, highlighting the figure of a girl with hair as green as the moonlight. She lies on the bed, her demeanor languid and dreamy. The girl, in a relaxed position, closes her eyes as if lost in a dream. The delicate dress hugs her soft figure, creating an enchanting allure. Bai Changlang, the master of the path, though I've never met you, your bullying of Sister Linam surely reveals that you are old, ugly, and utterly detestable. I, Dihongui, may not share blood with Ling but we share a deep sisterly bond. We have forged the flower scene pact from now on. Our souls can feel each other anytime. Hongwei senses her body beginning to undergo strange changes. Linam just went to meet that villain, and suddenly my body feels unusual. Her hands gently rest on her belly, as if sensing a shift from deep within. Sister Linam, where are you now? What is that villain doing to you? I, Dai Hongwei, swear to chop you into 1,000 pieces, Bai Chengling. The hatred has reached a boiling point, making it impossible for her to contain herself. Suddenly a deep voice resonates. Hongwei, are you here? Hongwei sits up thinking this voice is... She quickly dresses and steps out of the room. Grandfather, what has happened to you? Why have you become so gaunt? The elder Shanglan Dieptangwin spoke with gravity. Hongwei, listen closely. Grandfather's time is running out. From now on, I can no longer protect you. Diep Hongwei felt a wave of surprise and anxiety wash over her. The end of time is approaching. The tension within her surged, her face betraying her worry. Meanwhile, the elder continued. Are you ready, little Hong? The elder maintained a serious expression, concern etched on his face. Prepare yourself to take up the position of sect leader. Diep Hongwei bowed her head, gripping her hands tightly with determination. She responded resolutely. Hongwei will follow grandfather's teachings. Diep Nguyen, with a solemn demeanor befitting a great leader, continued. This time, grandfather will not exploit his power to directly pass the position to you. Instead, a selection conference for the sect leader will be convened. The elder looked at her intently, his eyes filled with seriousness. Among the 4 main hall leaders, who do you think will be the easiest to subdue? Diep Hongwei responded with fierce determination. Of course, it would be the leader of the Tula Hall, Nyup Thien Phi. But the elder calmly refuted her. That's incorrect. The elder continued to analyze. Num, the hall leader, is indecisive, easily forgets the greater good for petty gains, and is not worthy of your reliance. Every major decision will be dictated by his wife with just a glance. He wouldn't dare to assist you. Diep Hongwei continued to ponder, and when the elder mentioned another name, she suddenly enlightened. What about Mike Ho Dao Nyun from the La Liet Hall? What does grandfather think? The old man continued to analyze the formidable La Liet Temple, where countless disciples thrived, growing ever stronger. He posed a loaded question. What drives him to be so proactive, if not the respect for the elders of the sect? What could possibly be his true motive? With a piercing gaze, Diep Hongwei discerned the old man's intentions. This man harbored ambitions. She confirmed to herself he would never submit to me. If that's the case, we are left with only the mysterious saintess of the Dark Temple. The old man shook his head, responding sternly, No, she cannot aid you. His firm words took Diep Hongwei by surprise. In her grandfather's gaze, the temple master of the Flower Temple had ulterior motives that she couldn't grasp. Suddenly, Diep Hongwei realized that 3 out of the 4 temple masters would never heed her. Her eyes reflected growing astonishment and worry. Could it be that grandfather means... The old man took a step further, laying bare his intentions. According to your father's wishes, you should marry Bak Thang Ling, the master of La Liet Temple. His words struck Diep Hongwei like a thunderbolt, partners united in building the sect. Diep Hongwei gasped in disbelief. What? The image of a demonic face with fiery red eyes flashed in her mind. Diep Hongwei clutched her head in despair. No way, absolutely not. This villain is Lingum's master. Diep Hongwei screamed. No, Hongwei will never marry him. She fiercely resisted the idea. The scene shifted to a vast, dimly lit hall. Tinni approached the throne, reporting, Master, Tinni has brought Lingum back to the headquarters today. Bak Lung sat on a dark throne, surrounded by terrifying human skulls. He coldly asked what you saw. Tin Ni saw many demonic cultivators flying towards the Luo Li Hall in the Eastern Domain, with thousands of people everywhere. Her words were full of worry. BC's clear and cold eyes were a pair of crimson, and Jinger heard that the originally low-key Dark Palace was also summoning peripheral forces. Jinger, to continue, you don't understand why your master doesn't want anything to do with your affairs. His behavior is a bit strange now. Bak Lung smiled half-heartedly and confidently replied, "It's okay, I'll take action." Tin Ni saw this and said, "The master is so domineering." At one moment, Bak Lung thought to herself, "In the last test, Tin Ni has proven his absolute loyalty to me, but should this master-servant game stop?" Returning to reality, he announced Tin Ni that from now on, I will restore normal teacher-student relationships with you, and under any circumstances, you must call me master. Tin Ni muttered in confusion. Why this title was Tin Ni's privilege? She didn't understand why her master suddenly changed, whether he no longer loved her or even wanted to push her away. Fear and confusion shrouded her mind. Bak Lung maintained his calm demeanor, replying, "I do not deny your identity, but this relationship requires change." His words, sharp as a blade, sliced through every hope that Tin Ni held dear. Before her, the image of slender, fair legs enveloped in delicate stockings and elegant pale pink shoes emerged, accompanied by a confident voice. "Tin Ni, you are still the loyal maid of your master, right? The master only wishes to change a name." Correct, Tin Ni pondered. Dressed in a seductive maid outfit, Tin Ni beamed, suggesting, "Then I shall be called Ting No." She was thrilled with her new name. With sparkling eyes, Tin Ni exclaimed passionately, "From now on, Ting No shall fulfill all the needs of my master."